We are starting day one of 100K at 100% ROI in 100 days with zero spent and zero potential profit. So some of the things I need to do today. First of all, record the clips for this video. Number two, today is going to be a lot about liquidation and sourcing. So I have a contractor who's going to come over and help me process some liquidation, basically some problem items that my prep center either had mismatches or arrived in different condition, and we need to process those and get those either listed on Amazon or sold on eBay. He's also going to take some eBay pictures for me so that I can list my eBay items. And then also we're going to source as well. Today it's probably going to be me sourcing, but in the future we're also going to get to see a lot of what my virtual assistant has purchased for me as well. So we'll be going through some of her leads. And then I also have a lot of to-do list admin type stuff to do as well. Running an Amazon FBA store, there's kind of a lot to juggle. It's not just sourcing. I can't just source 80% of the time and then just do a little bit of admin tasks. No, there's kind of a lot of other random things to do. So I'll be tackling some of those today. But without further ado, let's take a look at some of the most recent sales that I've had. We'll kind of take a look at a couple of the best ones and a couple of the worst ones. All right, we'll start with the best ones, and there are some really good ones, and then we'll go to the worst ones, which are kind of some really weird situations where we ended up losing some money. So this one's a book. We purchased it for $153.65 and sold it for $411. So after fees, that comes out to be $186.47, 121% ROI. And here's the keepa on it. Next up, we sold an electronic for $280 and we sourced it for $80. That's going to be $172.83 at 216% ROI. Here's the keepa on that. And this is the biggest ROI of the day. This phone system in office products ended up selling for $252.98. And we sourced it for $2.06. This was from a hoarder house. So that ended up being $220.55 in profit, 10,706% ROI. Absolutely incredible. Here's the keepa on that. All right, so on to my worst products. So this one I sourced for $35 and it somehow sold for $17.62 when the going rate is around $70. I think I had a repricing error there. So here's the keepa on that one. We have to just continue to make sure our repricer is actually doing its job. So this is our worst sale by far from the last week. This one was an office product. It was a thermal printer. We were selling these used, and now I'm trying to liquidate some of them because the prices have changed and I mostly do new items now. We ended up buying this for somewhere in the ballpark of $160 and we sold it for $127.36. So that's a minus 33% ROI and a minus $53 profit. Here's the keepa on that one. We sometimes are still liquidating bad buys from the past because I used to do only used items. So it looks like we might have our first purchase here. We reached out to this guy earlier and said, can you give me a discount and make it 75? He accepted to that. So it'll be 75 plus 10 on this. That'll be about $41 profit, 49% ROI. This is smaller ROI than we usually go for, but it's a pretty fast moving item. So we're going to go ahead and do that. The thing is he doesn't have his offers on, so we're going to have to ask him to send us an offer. So often what I like to do when I'm sourcing flip mine is instead of just opening one set and taking a look at those and then moving on. I like to open multiple of them. That way I can actually go through them pretty quickly all together. I generally just skip over the toners because most of them I'm restricted in. And if they're mismatches, I try and skip over them. So this one has a stock picture as the first one, but not as the other ones. So that's a pretty good sign. I usually try and look at the UPC to match it with the Amazon page. So I see 2.2. And on the Amazon page, I also see 2.2. So this seems like the same item, but it's $40. So that's kind of, I mean, it's 65% ROI, which is really good, but we're trying to go for faster stuff. But this is probably going to be a really fast moving item as well. So maybe we listed it more like 86. So since we just have one, bring it up to 82%, $32 profit. Yeah, this is one where we'll probably, it's kind of ridiculous to send an offer on this, but we might send an offer on this. Probably take a look and see if there's more items available as well. That's like solidly below market for these, it looks like. We're just going to go ahead and purchase this. So when I purchase this, we're going to go ahead and make sure this ASIN is in my replenishable tracker. And my virtual assistant will know to find this listing in the replen tracker and enter it into the prep center sheet. So if it goes for that $86 and we bought it for $40, that's going to be $32 profit, 82% ROI. This one looks like it sells pretty well. The reviews keep going up. There's a lot of sellers on and off the listing. I feel pretty good about that, even though it is a subcategory. So we are up for that. We also have a message from that last person, and maybe he just changed it. He said, try now. And now it is the 85 like he said, so we're going to go ahead and purchase that as well. So if that sells for the $149, that's going to be 49% ROI, $41 profit. I do think it is higher though. Right now it's not higher, but it's possible that we could sell at the 170s. So at minimum, it's going to be that 49% ROI. We're still fine to go for this. So we're going to go ahead and make that purchase as well. And we're going to close those tabs. Take a look at this one. This one had some potential, it looks like. This is around $90. That would be amazing. That would be over 100% ROI. It has a lot of reviews. It has an Amazon seller I've seen before who sells this type of stuff on it. The reviews are going up, although somewhat slowly. We'll take a look at the data tab and the offers tab. So uncheck that. So probably people are getting some sales on this. It's relatively slow though. People don't keep lowering their price super low on this. If it wasn't selling, people would be trying to get off this listing. And there's FBA people on this listing. So for the ROI, I feel pretty good about this. I do think we will take a look at the eBay market though. Because if eBay shows that they sell pretty well, that gives us more confidence that it's actually going to sell well. So there's 12 listed in new condition and 9 have sold. So they don't like absolutely sell super quickly, but they do sell for sure. I do think there's space to get this for slightly cheaper. So we are going to send this guy an offer, not even of that much less. If we get this for $76, that's going to be 154% ROI, $117 profit. Since it's slightly slower, we are going to send an offer though and see what happens. And in case they accept the offer, we're going to go ahead and put this ASIN in our replenishable tracker just so that we have info on this item. All right, welcome. It's day 2, and my virtual assistant has made some purchases for us, so we're going to take a look at some of those. I have some of the stats down here, so I'll be looking at that sometimes as well. But this is the first purchase she made. This is a router and it's actually in a subcategory. And so that really helped the ROI. We plan on selling this for around $200 and we purchased it for $60. So that's going to be $116 potential profit, 194% ROI. This is the 𝗬𝗂 on that one. And I'm just going to be going through the purchases pretty quickly because there's kind of a lot to go through. I don't want this video to be a 30-minute video. And I do have to blur out the images as well because this is my actual business. But learning just from the 𝗬𝗂s and the different situations is definitely going to help you understand where you can't get some really good sales and raise your ROI because you're doing kind of unique stuff. So this is the first purchase. The second purchase is this item in sports and outdoors. This should sell for around $138. We purchased this for $30. So this is our highest ROI of the day, 285% ROI, $85 potential profit. And this is the 𝗬𝗂 graph. You can see that there's some major issues with people staying in stock on this item. This next one is a remote control. This one is also in a strange subcategory, and we purchased it for around $40 and plan on selling it for $100 after fees. That's around $41 in potential profit, 104% ROI. Really happy with this purchase. And here's the 𝗬𝗂. This one we purchased for $55, plan on selling it for $130, $60 potential profit, 109% potential ROI. This is in the video games category, a slightly slower seller, but it doesn't have any FBA offers. And here's the 𝗬𝗂 graph on that one. All of these we're planning on trying to sell within a month. Sometimes it does go to 2 months, but we're really looking to try to sell these in 1 month of being active. This is the next one. We've sold this item before. This is an office product. It's around $200K in office. We plan on selling this around $90. We purchased it for $45, so it's going to be $31 potential dollars in profit and around 69% ROI. This is the 𝗬𝗂 graph on that one. This is the next purchase. This is kind of like an electrical system for like tools and construction. It's also in a subcategory though, and we plan on selling this for around $89, and we purchased for around $48. So that's going to be $22 potential profit, 48% ROI. We've sold this one before, so we felt pretty confident on this one. And here's the 𝗬𝗂 graph on that one. The next purchase is also an office product, also around $200K in office. This one we plan on selling for around $130, and we purchased it for $66, around $40 potential profit and 61% ROI. Really happy with this one. Here's the 𝗬𝗂 graph on that one. And going to a year, that's what that looks like now. So we're coming to the end of day 2. I did a little bit of sourcing. I'm not going to show you all the purchases that I made, but I ended up purchasing this for $72 each. They were listed at $84 each. So even at $84, they were going to be amazing, but I asked for a deeper discount because, I saw that they were up for a couple days and I figured he'd probably give me a discount. There were 2 of them. It's going to be $105 profit on each one, 146% ROI. This is the 𝗬𝗂 graph. They really don't go much lower than $150, and so at $150, I'll still be very profitable. I also received my US bank leverage card in the mail today and got that set up. That's going to be a card where after I spend $7,500, I get $750 back for being a card member. If you guys aren't doing that, you really should be. I've done a lot of the Chase cards this year. I've made a couple $900 on those offers, and they don't even have yearly fees. So I would definitely take a look at that if you're actually in this game spending money, because these are very easy to hit, very easy to set up, very easy money. I should have a link in the description for the cards that I use, or send me a message, but definitely some easy money. And as of day 2, we've spent just about $1,000 for around $1,200 potential profit. So we're doing pretty good. And our ROI is great, and we'll see what my VA purchases for us later. All right, start of day 3, quick update. My virtual assistant has done a lot of sourcing, and basically kind of how we've been doing things is if she sources a lot, She gets Friday off or another day of the week if she wants it. So far, we're at the start of day 3. Total between us, we've spent $1,957 for $2,461 in potential profit. So massive ROI. A lot of that so far has been my VA. She's been doing amazing, and now she's at the end of the week. And today's a day I was going to go to an estate sale, but there's no good estate sales. So we're going to do OA a lot of the day today. So this ratio will be changing most likely if I find some good stuff today. So I'll give you an update about what we end up finding. So it's the end of the day, and I've done a ton of sourcing, and also my virtual assistant sourced as well. So between my virtual assistants and I, we ended up spending around $2,800 for around $3,300 of potential profit. So that's around 117% ROI, extremely good. We're finding really, really good discontinued, very low stock on Amazon stuff to sell. And so I'm just going to show you some of the very highlight sources of the day. So this one, we will sell for around $178, and we purchased them for $90, and we purchased 7 of them. So that's going to be $62 potential profit on each one, 69% ROI times 7. So it's somewhere in the ballpark of around $400 of profit there. This next one is going to be our highest ROI of the day. We plan on selling this at around $200, and we purchased this for around $39. So after fees, that's going to be $134 potential profit, 345% ROI. That does not happen every day, but this is super out of stock, as was the last one as well. So that's just what happens when there's not enough supply and a decent amount of demand. So this one's also super out of stock on Amazon. We plan on selling for $344, purchased for $120. We ended up getting 2 of them. So this is going to be $170 times 2, 140% ROI. This is the keep on that one. Also, here's the keep on the other ones. This 39 into 200 is a no rank item. And this 178 from 90 is around 5K in electronics. And then last but not least, we purchased this office product that has been out of stock for a really long time. Should sell for around $660. We purchased for $200. So $392 of potential profit, 196% ROI. Really happy with that one. Here's the keep on that one. So it's late day 3. We're going to do a bit of sourcing. Basically, what I like to do is I like to open up anything that looks good and specifically look at it all at the same time. This type of Cupid graph we kind of want to avoid. It's already kind of come down in price, but you see here the offer count has just gone up and up and up, and that's why the prices come down. So we searched Flipmine for a little bit, and now I'm just going to check for some replenishable items that I have wanted to get back in stock. So what I'm doing right now is I have a few searches on my phone to kind of just see like when new items have been listed. So I'm going to take a look at that, and I'll be going back and forth on the computer there. So it looks like we found one. This is going to be lower ROI, but these sell extremely quickly and they're high dollar as well. So the selling price is going to be around $400. The buy cost is going to be around $210. That's going to be around $121 profit on each one, 58% ROI, and there's 2 of them. So that's going to be getting a lot of work done very quickly, very easily. Done with the searches. Now we're going to check to see if anything new has been listed. So yeah, we'll get this one. So that one's a smaller item. We'll sell it for $50. Buying it for $20. We'll get 18 profit. Really, really good sourcing session. Tomorrow the plan is I'm going to go to an estate sale. It looks like an amazing sale. The high ROI there is absolutely amazing. Although online arbitrage has been going so well, anyways, but it's good to just have some extra money to throw back into the business because of thrifted stuff. So I'll be filling you guys in for how that goes tomorrow. So I went to an estate sale today and we ended up finding around $1,660 of potential profit. We were able to get it prepped and ready and out the door to Amazon FBA. And then I also posted some stuff on eBay that I had thrifted or liquidation. So that's all prepped and ready to go. So super happy with how that's gone. The estate sale, we ended up spending $185. So that's going to be some great margin for our store. It's also Monday, so I'm going to break down exactly how my virtual assistant gives me the leads that she purchases. Basically, she finds leads, she purchases them, and she gives me some stats on the items she's purchased. And most days I go through and review what she's purchased. So today she purchased 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 leads that were just completely new. Then she restocked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 items that we have purchased and sold before. And then she sent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 offers on either items that we're restocking or new items to try to get a really good deal on those items. So usually what I do with these is I click into both of these links. With the eBay link, I make sure that it's actually new in the box, whatever they're purchasing, that it's the same item. And I look at the Amazon to just be sure that it's actually going to sell at the price that she thinks it's going to sell at. And I'll give some feedback on all of the purchases that she makes. So I'll go through and show you the Keep It graph on each one and the potential profit and ROI on these. So this one we plan on selling for $194. We got it for $70, and it's going to be around $97 profit. It is very possible that we will have to lower this to $149 or $165, but for now the price is pretty high up and there's plenty of space, so we're not concerned about that at all. And it's also pretty low sales rank as well in sports and outdoors. So here's the next one. We plan on selling this for around $250, and we sourced it for around $75. So that's going to be around $122 profit. Massive ROI. It is possible we'll have to lower it to that $150, but there's still a ton of space on this. Very, very happy with her purchases. She's doing amazing. So here's another similar one where it is probably going to be slower selling, but it's higher ROI. We plan on selling this around 108, and we purchased it for 21. So it's going to be around 300% ROI after the fees. This one, we do see the review count is slightly going up, but not super quickly. And Amazon's also on the listing. We do see sellers going up and down on this one. I do think this one is going to take longer than a month, which is not ideal. But the ROI outweighs that, so we're okay with that one. So this is one we think we're going to sell around $120. We purchased it for $46, so it should be around $55 potential profit. We've sold this before. This dip is a little concerning, but I think the chances of something actually happening are pretty slim. We've also sold this before. One thing about this one, though, is the eBay purchase. The box had a Sharpie writing on it, which we're not super keen on, but as long as most of our purchases aren't like that, I'm okay with it. I just don't want most of my purchases to be like that. This one's around $100K in tools. She sent an offer for $65. They counter-offered at $69. It's kind of a bigger tool, so I'm actually not too keen on this one, and it would sell and probably make money, but the return rate's probably going to be kind of high, so I'm just going to decline the offer. Actually, I think I'm just going to send back the same counter offer. This one, she sent an offer for around 55% ROI, but they didn't accept it and someone else purchased it at full price. I took part of the weekend off, but we're back. It's day 7. We've done around $8,200 of potential profit with $6,400 of spend. This is the total between my VA and I. This is her total. So she's been doing really well. I've been doing really well. We're super on track. I need your guys' feedback though. On Friday, I did an estate sale, and so this is the total of how the estate sale went. Do I include that in this, or do we keep it strictly online arbitrage? So I need your guys' feedback on that. This is a quick recap of how August has gone: around 15K in sales, 2K refunds, 6,500 of cost of goods, and 4,500 of net profit. Not quite the 100% ROI, but sending in that 100% ROI makes it so that we are still selling at a really high ROI. So very pleased with how that's going so far. We're recording this quite a bit in the past compared to when this is coming out. So if you want to connect more, I do have a free Discord where we talk about how to grow as Amazon sellers in the description below. Next week, we're going to do a lot more sourcing, and I'm going to talk about a challenge that I had to overcome this weekend with my profitability numbers. But with that being said, hope you guys have a great rest of your day and take care.